What's up, everybody? Whoa, that's a little much, Dolce. Hope you're doing well. Live chat, live Q&A. We got some great questions from our Instagram page, but man, let me get this camera a little bit set up. There, it's a little better. And I'm posting on Instagram right now, so please allow me a quick moment to let our friends know in the Instagram world that we are live, because we're going to be answering some of their questions from our Instagram page at The Dolce Diet. If you don't follow us, you probably should. We've got a lot of great content over there. Lots of live Q&As on that channel for sure. What's up, everyone? Feel free to leave your questions in the live chat. I'm going to do my best over the next 30 minutes or so to answer everything. Every topic, nothing is off the table. Literally, I want to answer everything I can for you. And again, some great questions as I finally get this posted right here. Bam. All right, there we go. Instagram is up. Done. Now, how you guys doing? Good to see you all. I hope you can hear me well. The microphone is set up. You know, we're testing out quite a few things. Members of this channel have seen tremendous upgrades and changes since the very beginning. So we're doing our best here to keep adapting. Now we have 3 different recording areas set up. The gym floor is finally ready to go. We're going to start shooting live videos, training videos next week. Myself, some of our athletes, some fitness models that are inside of our community. So a lot of our clients will be here demonstrating exercises for you. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, click that little notification bell as we start to roll out more content for you. Lots of in-home training demonstrations, full-blown live workouts will be here. Of course, members of our Patreon page, Mike Dolce knows, get first access, exclusive access, and quite a bit more. But our YouTube family right here, we're going to be giving you guys a bunch of content. Now, I haven't reviewed any of the questions right now as I open my double shot of espresso. Pinky up, my friends. I mean, pinky up out of a paper cup. I don't know if that actually works, but hey, we're going to make it work. You guys know me well enough by now that we don't care about that stuff. So, all right, here we go. Let's look at some of the questions. I'm just going to go question 1. How much does it matter of how, and this is from Katy Perry. What's up, Katy Perry on Instagram? So I'm doing some Instagrams. I'm going to answer right here. I'm going to jump back and forth between you guys. There's no hierarchy of questions, just so you're aware. I'm answering the questions as they are, as they come in. Towards the end, I'll scan as we're getting close on time for some of the best questions. But Katy Perry asks, how much does it matter of how much you eat and consume as long as it's real food, spaced out and following the Dolce principles? Katie, this is a great question, and thank you for the opportunity to answer this to the global community. What we talk about is not counting calories. Don't count calories, make calories count. Now, a lot of those in the macro field, or kind of, I say, the lowbrow fitness personalities out there, they don't understand. They don't have that deeper level of education or experience to understand what that point is. When we say don't count calories, make calories count, we focus on healthful whole food, micro and phytonutrient dense foods. The more nutrient dense the food, the less total calories you actually have to eat in order to satisfy your nutrient requirements. This is very important. Many people overeat, not so much because they're hungry, but because they are nutrient deficient, and the body starts sending signals to the brain telling them they're nutrient deficient, and we misinterpret that as we need to order a pizza. So when we're eating healthful whole foods, high net nutrient foods, the body will actually self-regulate appetite. You do not have the cravings any longer, and the desire to go off menu or to binge is dramatically reduced. Now, there's certain areas of life that we associate food with experiences, and that becomes an issue. for some people to understand. It's like every time you go to a ball game, you want a beer and a hot dogs or nachos or something like that. Every time you hang out with a specific guy or a specific gal or a specific group of friends, you want to, go and get, cocktails and tapas plates, or you go and get like soft serve ice cream. So that is not hunger. What that is, that's an emotional association with food. And it tricks our brain into eating. So there needs to be an awareness of that. So Katie, to answer your question, the more high net nutrient foods you consume, the less total calories you need to consume. And it makes it very easy. We don't count calories over here. In fact, anytime we create a meal plan, myself, our team of registered dietitians, anytime we create a meal plan for any of our private clients, and when we built the online weight loss platform at thedolcediet.com, which is completely personalized to you, in creating these meal plans, we start with a micronutrient foundation. I don't know of any other system or any other team that actually starts at the micro level. Most teams start at the calorie level. Then they say they take the total calories, they break those into macros, they fill out what the macros should be, and then they walk away. They don't take the micronutrients into regard, and this creates a massive disconnect between health, wellness, body mass composition, athletic performance, and longevity. So, Katie, thank you for the opportunity. I really do appreciate that question. Let me ask, get another one here. Josh Thompson, what's up, Josh? Good to see you, brother. Who you got winning all the main event fights this coming week? Well, briefly, let me jump in and see. Now, historically, I don't pick fights, but what I will do is, for the fun of this channel, I'm going to throw out my thoughts on it. So we have Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar. I'm going to go with the underdog. I'm going to go with Calvin Kattar. Why is that? Because Calvin's been more active than Max. Max is awesome. I'm a huge fan of Max Holloway, but Calvin said something very interesting. I'm a huge fan of the sport. We're actually launching an MMA only channel here on YouTube. So guys and gals, be ready. I'll announce it later on next week. We have it built out already, but it's hidden. We're launching an MMA only channel. So I've been doing a lot of analysis over here. We have a huge host of guests that are going to be on. It's going to blow your mind. As an aside, I have so much backstage, behind the scene content. If you've ever seen me behind the scenes at the UFC, you see me all the time. I got my iPhone. I got a GoPro. I've worn the vest before. I have one of our production team behind me with cameras and whatnot. I have hundreds of hours of behind the scenes with Chael Sonnen and Ronda Rousey, Vitor Belfort, Rampage Jackson, world title fight, like all this crazy stuff that we're going to launch on our YouTube channel. But anyway, so I'm picking Calvin Kattar. Why is that? It's because Calvin said something that everyone's choosing Max to be the victor in this fight. Max is the favorite going into the fight. The sports books, the journalists, most in the industry are choosing Max for good reason. On paper, Max is probably the favorite, and that pisses Calvin off. That put a chip on Calvin's shoulder, and he said, Max has had his time in the limelight, and it's well deserved. He's the favorite for a reason. It's well deserved. But as Max sits there, in like Clubber Lang in Rocky III before the first fight, Calvin is just angry about this. He's got a chip on his shoulder. This is his opportunity to finally break through and show the world he's the real deal and means business. Now, he's the underdog. I get it. I'm going to pick Calvin Kattar. Now we're going against Mikey Chiesa versus Neil Magny. Man, this is a tough fight. This is a good fight. Chiesa's been looking amazing since he dropped George Lockhart at lightweight, who damn near killed him. And now Chiesa's fighting at 170 pounds, looking phenomenal. I'm so happy for Mike and his family and his health. Versus Neil Magny. Neil's a stud also. This is a pick'em fight, in my opinion. Neil has the advantage on the feet. Chiesa has the advantage on the ground. They're both monsters all around. Chiesa's a monster on the ground. Neil's a monster on the feet. I think in between is where this fight is actually going to be won or lost. Who can win these transitions? So that being said, this is a tough one. Now I'm friends with Mike Chiesa. I like Chiesa. I've traveled and done military seminars with Chiesa. So I'm a little biased. And I'm going to go with Chiesa in this fight, but this is a close fight. This could be fight of the main event of the night, because we also have Carlos Condit versus Matt Braun, two guys I'm really good friends with, both guys. I've worked with both guys. I've trained with both guys. I've actually lived with Condit before. I helped Condit get ready for Robbie Lawler. I got the poster hanging right there when Condit fought Robbie. But you said main event, not co-main event, so I'm not going to dare post that one. Now we got Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor. This is January 23rd. This fight here is an interesting fight. I think Poirier is awesome. I think McGregor is amazing. I'm one of the few that actually has given Conor McGregor credit since day one of his career and continues to call Conor McGregor one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time. You look at Conor's body of work, what he has been able to do, he deserves it. I'm going to pick Conor McGregor in this fight against Poirier. And I think, and Poirier is probably the number, with Khabib out of the way, Poirier might be the number 2 lightweight in the world. I think Conor is that far above everybody, and it's not a disrespect to Dustin. So don't take it that way. Dustin works with my good friend Phil Daru. Dustin will be 100% ready. I just think, just like John Jones, just like Amanda Nunes, I just think right now, Conor is so far above everyone else. This is a man who's dedicated. He's motivated. Conor has a vision for his career and his legacy. And I believe he's working hard. I believe he's working harder than everyone else. Now, I'm going to have Conor's nutritionist, Tristan Kennedy, on the podcast here very soon, so get excited for that. Conor also dropped George Lockhart, something to be said about that, and brought in Tristan Kennedy. And from what I understand, Conor is now in the best shape of his life, and his coaches are saying what a difference it is working with Tristan as compared to working with zero integrity George. And that's just a fact. That is what it is. And for that reason also, I'm actually picking Conor McGregor. So what do you guys think about this so far? I'm enjoying this. Got a couple questions. Let me jump on over to the live chat now before I jump back into who's that? Let's see. All right. Sorry. You got some names on here, some famous names on here. Robert Serrano says, what's your honest opinion on PJ Braun and Blackstone Labs? I don't know PJ personally. I know of PJ, and I know PJ knows of me, but I don't know PJ personally. I have to give PJ a lot of credit for building a multi-million-dollar international brand. That's not easy. That's hard work. Coming from someone who's done the exact same thing, I understand how hard that is, how much sacrifice goes into that. But at the same time, I know PJ's had a lot of public fallouts with partners, with athletes. There's been a lot of interpersonal chaos and drama around PJ. There's serious federal litigation around some of the products that PJ's put out. Allegedly, I will say, but to be clear, I don't have enough knowledge of the specifics of PJ Braun. And you know what? Let me actually make a note here. Let me see if I can get PJ on the podcast. That would actually be a good one. Because he is very interesting, very outspoken. We have, two friends in common. So we're separated by one person in life. And I just think it's interesting. Now, PJ used to be in business with Aaron Singerman. They had a massive, nasty, ugly fallout. Anyone who follows fitness is well aware of that. But the dude built a massive empire, which might get taken away from what I understand if these federal indictments actually go through and stick. That's interesting. Superman Steve said, what's your opinion to begin trimming down calories as you go further into a diet? Do you start cutting them in increments of 50 to 100 or more at a time? Well, what I will say right now is I am hosting a master class a fitness masterclass, which will be a live video. It'll be myself, some of our dietitians. This will be an amazing event that I'm only announcing right now. I announced it yesterday on my fat loss video, but right now I will give you the opportunity to become pre-registered. Anyone and everyone, if you send an email to blueprint@thedolcediet.com and just say, what should be the term say? The term should be, I want to learn more. Now, this is important. I'm a stickler for directions. In the subject line of your email, blueprint@thedolcediet.com is the address. In the subject line, I want to learn more. That's all you need to say. And if you can follow directions, I will actually put you on the pre-registration list. This will be sold out. We've already opened the pre-registration list. We have over 100 people already in, and they got in for free. The price will go up here in the very near future. I want to lose weight. 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 That's all you have to say, and I will add you into the fat loss masterclass. But to answer your question briefly, I'm going to go long on this topic in the live masterclass, fat loss masterclass coming soon. Do you start cutting them in increments of 50 to 100 or more at a time? It depends upon the individual. What we do, and I will add this for you to give you a real answer, instead of cutting calories, we increase activity. The key to losing fat is to increase activity before you reduce total caloric intake. Because once you start cutting calories, you start cutting nutrients. Nutrients are the building blocks of your health and fitness career, of your health and fitness results and performance. We do not want to cut calories. We want to increase activity to a certain point, because eventually there's only so many calories or so much activity you can actually do. Rob, what's up, Rob? Good to see you. Right on. All right, let me jump back here briefly into the Instagram page. I'm going to answer some more. I appreciate you guys being here. Guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Click that little bell for notifications so you get notifications when these videos come out. We put out a ton of content. On Monday, I'm going to be speaking with Mr. Chris Duffin. Chris Duffin deadlifted 4 times his body weight, weighing 200 pounds. He deadlifted over 800 pounds. Chris Duffin is one of the savants in the health and fitness world. He owns Kabuki Strength. He is an engineer and an innovator of much of the strength equipment you see in your gyms right now. Much of that IP actually came from Chris Duffin. I'm super excited to have Chris on the show. So we got Chris Duffin coming on. We released our battle tested series. We had 3 of the top strength coaches in MMA, and Dr. Andy Galpin, Joe DeFranco, the godfather of the garage gym, and Phil DeRue, who is now the young blood new to the game, taking over. Last week, we had 4 of the MMA's top weight cut coaches, Tyler Minton, Jordan Sullivan, Charles Hall, and Tony Ricci. I mean, we're blasting high-level content through this channel right now. And I just ask that you subscribe and click that little bell for notifications. Leave comments below this video for the algorithm. I do ask you to just help us make the channel grow. And I'm going to give you a ton of great content moving forward. Jeff E says Belmar, New Jersey, the #1 city in all of America, all of the world is what I heard due to my personal poll. Daniel Carter, how many refeed days did you give your fighter? Well, our refeed days are based upon results. So the refeed is based upon what their need is. Now, typically 1 refeed day every 3 to 10 days is average on our protocol. So let's say you go to thedolcediet.com right now. You sign up for our #1 rated 3 weeks to shredded personal weight loss program. Inside your private portal, you will see every meal, every recipe created for you. Every ingredient is there specific to you. And you will notice that the calories wave up and down. The carbohydrates wave up and down. It is a concurrent calorie and carb cycle built in. And you will start to see that there are refeed days built in as you make your way down to your ideal body weight. So with that being said, you will see refeed days coming in once every 3 to 10 days. But because our system at thedolcediet.com is personalized, it will vary based upon the individual. Some people will get every third day they're refeeding. Some people will get every 5, every 7. Some people will get day 3, day 8, day 12, day 17. It will actually change through the system based upon your personal input. I'm so excited about the online platform we have at thedolcediet.com, which is a state-of-the-art system allowing us to personalize nutrition in real time through an online platform. Why is that different? Most online platforms are simply macro templates. They look nice, they look fancy, they have a handsome dude or a sexy lady on there, but it's a macro program. You can download an Excel spreadsheet off of Google that is likely better. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your money. Our system is truly personalized to you, the individual. Every time you go through the onboarding process, you answer a question, you tell us more about yourself, your background, your lifestyle, your training history, and your goals. The rule engine actually updates the actual program and sequencing for you. So if you're interested, go to thedolcediet.com, use promo code DolceTube. Actually, let me see if I have a better promo code for you guys right now. While you're on here, I want to give you guys whatever I can give you. I'm going to give you. Let me see what we have right now. I might be able to hack the system for you if you are interested in that. Let me see. No, that one doesn't work. Let's see this one. Some of these are canceled. Ooh, use the burn fat promo code right now, and you are going to get, it's going to be a 20% discount with the burn fat promo code. Is it 20%? It's 20%. Right now, use the burn fat promo code. And should I yell at a member of the team for leaving this code up? No, I shouldn't. Use the burn fat promo code right now at thedolcediet.com. Save 20% on our #1 rated online weight loss platform. Superman Steve, thoughts on back exercises to deal with shoulder impingement issues? Well, this is a tough question for me to answer, honestly. I would need to run you through an evaluation. And the first thing I would do is I would suggest you go to your doctor, get a diagnosis, understand exactly what's going on, so then we can build the best protocol moving forward. I would also suggest you get at least one session with a qualified physical therapist, one who focuses on or has experience working with athletes. From that point forward, we can truly make sure we're working with you to the best of our ability. Now, let me go back to the Instagram page because we got a lot of questions here right now. Bam, bam. All right, let's see. Next question will be, hey, Dolce, how do you change activity level in the online course? McGee. So this comes from McGee's Combat Academy. It sounds like McGee's Combat Academy is, I'm looking at some other questions here, is a member of the online platform at thedolcediet.com. And what I would say is inside the dashboard, McGee, hit the contact button. That will put you in direct touch with one of our client service representatives. They will be able to help you in the process. So we have a client support team. We have registered dietitians and certified trainers all in the back end, happy to help every one of our members. We also have an exclusive Facebook support group that is a global community only for members of the online platform at thedolcediet.com, where there's lots of great conversation. So McGee's, to answer your question, hit that contact button and our client services team can help you, because that's more of a technical issue, which for me to sit here on a YouTube live feed, it doesn't do the community much good. The client services team will definitely help you. Let me get one more question from Instagram, not to get too close to that microphone. Rob says, vitamin D3 and DHEA, when do I take it and how much? The bottle of DHEA says take one every other day. Do you agree? Thanks, Coach. Well, Rob, with regards to DEA and vitamin D3 intake, to which I do personally take, my protocol is based upon my blood work. Now, if you're interested in blood work, I strongly suggest you go to, and I'm going to actually type it, THECKED. letsgetchecked.com/Dolce. I just put it in the live chat. It will be under this video when it posts. Why is this? Letsgetchecked.com/Dolce is an in-home blood testing service. It is the most convenient, the most efficient, and the least expensive way to get your blood tested and get the results within 3 days. Go to letsgetchecked.com/Dolce like I do, like my wife does, like all of our clients, pro athletes, Hollywood celebrities, and just other regular Joes and Janes around the world who are looking to optimize their life. We do not make supplement assumptions. We look to the data in order to determine what supplement intake is right for you. For me, I was low in vitamin D3. For me, my DHEA levels, as I have aged, have slowly crept down. So we were able to find the appropriate dose based upon the blood work. Go to letsgetchecked.com/Dolce. Everyone check that out. Click that link after this video or click that link now. It'll open up into a separate browser and go and look at all the blood tests there. Use promo code Dolce to save 20 to 40%, mostly 20, but a few of the tests will give you a 40% discount. You can get your total, your free testosterone checked. You can get your cholesterol, your LDL, your HDL checked. You can get your thyroid checked. You can get your blood glucose, your A1C levels checked. You can get checked for chlamydia. You can even have a COVID test from letsgetchecked.com/Dolce. It took me a year to vet this company, by the way. Highly, 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 highly suggest them now. That's what I would strongly suggest. Get your blood work done first and foremost. Determine if you even have a need, which you may or may not, and then we can help you determine what is right for you to move forward. Sam C says, hey, Mike, I've heard you talk about cannabis in the past. Do you use this daily or is it a rare occurrence in your life? Legal, of course. Are you a cop there, Sam C? Well, right now I live in New Jersey. As of December 31st, cannabis was illegal. Although we did pass the law that cannabis, THC, possession and ingestion will be legal for recreational use. Although it's stuck at the executive level of state government right now, of course, because politicians are incompetent, greedy fools, spineless fools. So in New Jersey, I still haven't meddled or messed with any cannabis because the laws are in limbo. And at my age and stage of life, it's not worth it for me. When I lived in Las Vegas, where cannabis was 100% legal, you could walk into any of the cannabis shops and you could purchase whatever you wanted with a qualified staff, medical marijuana, like all on the shelves. And as a recreational user, you could purchase that. I did and do suggest that for those individuals who it is right for, in my opinion. Proper usage of THC and CBD vastly outperforms many dangerous addictive pharmaceutical medicines. Now, what do I mean by that? There are strains of cannabis that are extremely effective as anti-anxieties, as mood elevators, as appetite elevators, as sleep aids. Now, as anti-inflammatory agents. Those categories directly compete with very powerful and very dangerous, very addictive pharmaceutical medicines. So, in my opinion, I would much rather myself, my clients, my family ingest a little bit of healthy, clean, medical grade cannabis instead of getting addicted to these synthetic toxic pharmaceuticals. So to answer your question, Sam, that is my honest answer. But at the same time, it has to be done legally, right? So it has to be legal. Do not mess around with the law. Like that's the most important thing here. So really will depend on where you are in the world. Danny Girl, hey, Mike, do fighters always have to drop water weight? Yes, nearly always they do. Yes. That's just the nature of the game. Mr. Russ, there is no tomorrow. Ain't that the truth, Mr. Russ? Russell Garcia, where do we go if we want to become a Dolce Diet certified coach? If you want to become a Dolce Diet certified coach, send an email to ddc@thedolcediet.com. DDC as in Dolce Diet Certified at thedolcediet.com. Our next event will be held at the end of February, to which we're very excited about. It will be a closed event in that we only have a certain number of spots that will be available. I will put you on the pre-registration list for that. DDC, Dolce Diet Certified at thedolcediet.com. If you want to attend our 3-day Dolce Diet certification and fitness conference. If you want to become a Dolce Diet certified coach, if you want to work along myself and our team, if you want to have the shine of our globally recognized brand next to your name, you will become a DDC, a Dolce Diet certified coach, which will help differentiate you from other fitness professionals in your area. At the same time, you will have access to myself and to our team, to our registered dietitians, to support you in programming nutrition for your clients. We have multiple options for our certified coaches to generate additional income at no expense to you and no time investment for you. Our team actually will help support you in creating meal plans for your clients as a result of your affiliation with us. There's other affiliate programs and wholesale programs, but even more than that, our DDC program is recognized and endorsed by the NSCA, the National Strength and Conditioning Association, the NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine, the AFAA, the American Fitness and Athletic Association, as a continuing education provider, in that they trust us to train their coaches and their trainers and their professionals in the tenets of nutrition and dietetics. So our course, actually, if you are a certified coach in any of those agencies, you will receive very valuable CEUs, continuing education units, but also a good percentage of our course is focused on the sales side, the brand building side, the entrepreneurial side of running your own self-contained business. How can you build your own business? How can you become cash flow positive? How can you become financially independent? How can you generate a level of wealth that allows you to no longer have to worry about money, where you can then focus wholly on helping change people's lives? I teach you everything I've learned over the last 30 years in doing exactly what I'm doing right now. I opened this business officially in 1993 as a 17-year-old, so you can do the math. I've been doing this very successfully ever since, to the point that now I coach coaches as how they can become 6- and 7-figure earners in their own career, and detaching themselves from the traditional rat race, which is a horrible thing. I was a part of that rat race for a long time, the first 15 years or so. By the time I was 35 years old, I didn't have to worry about any of these trappings of modern society anymore. So it's been nearly a decade now that I've been completely autonomous in my world, in my life, and it changes everything. So I give the coaches in that group, the students in that group, all the IP that I've learned up until that very day that I'm teaching. And it turns out that that part of the curriculum now is the most powerful. We get most of the feedback, most of the testimonials about how life-changing that side of the curriculum actually is, while, of course, giving the underpinnings of nutrition and dietetics. That's important. We have 12 chapters on nutrition and dietetics. It's a college level course. We teach you every single thing you need to know about nutrition and dietetics, but then we also teach you the business side of how you can actually convey that to a community. You can build your own brand, create your own cash flow, scale that to a much larger business that's right for you and your family, which creates a level of financial freedom that you no longer have to worry about cash flow because your systems are already in place. similar to what I do now, you can just focus all of your time and energy on helping change people's lives, and your business will cash flow as a result of that. So if you're interested in taking part of that, just send an email to ddc at thedolcediet.com and just let me know that you want to be on the pre-registration list. I or a member of the team will actually contact you and get you set up. We haven't announced our next course yet. It will be at the end of February, and it will sell out. We've sold out every single course we've ever run. We've sold out. This one will sell out too. All right, let me go back to Instagram here real quick, get a couple more of those questions, and then back to you guys right here. Let's see what we got. All right, well, more questions coming through. Bang Muay Thai, Dwayne Bang Ludwig. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. Jan says, thoughts on the liquid IV supplement that you add to your bottle of water? Honestly, I don't know enough about it. So my apologies. I can't give an opinion. I don't know enough about it. I never actually tried it myself. We use our own electrolyte replacement drink using Whole Foods as a part of what we do. So we don't have any need for, over-the-counter supplement. We don't use IV bags, although I'm not against the use of IV bags in medical situations. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yo. What's up, everyone? Good to see you. So Binford Bear says, Coach, F you. And those of you who don't know, why does everyone say F you Dolce, F you Dolce? What the F you Dolce means, Ali Allen says F you Dolce. Lots of people, F you Dolce. That started earlier, I think like last year or so. It's for the algorithm, where it's like, hey guys, kind of leave a comment below for the algorithm. If nothing else, just type in F you Dolce, which means effing unbelievable content, Dolce. So F you Dolce is a little insider joke, fun thing that we do here on this channel. Now you guys know. So after the video posts, YouTube's a really weird place, Now YouTube, they gauge how successful you are by a few different metrics, and the metrics always change. But what we do know is, well, how many people actually click on your video? So if you see any of our videos, guys, just click on the video. Give me a few minutes of some love, right? Maybe I have something that's valuable to offer. And I always try and give something that's worthwhile, that's worth your click. So if people click on the video, well, you get a point in the YouTube algorithm. The longer people stay on the video, the more points you actually get if they actually watch the video. And the more people engage with your video that you're building, like, hey, people are really digging this topic. Let's give them a little bit more representation, pushing them into the notification stream. And then the last thing is making sure people don't dump out and go to another channel instead. So what this means is, if you see one of our thumbnails pop up, hey, just click on it. It's going to be valuable. I can guarantee you that. But also it's going to help the channel. The longer you let the video play, hopefully I can keep your attention 3 to 7 minutes, long enough. Then that's actually a good thing too. And if you give a thumbs up or you leave a comment below, which is where the FU Dolce thing comes in, that helps. That just helps YouTube share this channel, grow the channel, push the channel. Now, for a while, and I still might be, I think we're shaking our way out of it, I was shadow banned by YouTube. And I have I believe I know why, because we're not liberal, we are not conservative, we're not Democrat, we're not Republican. We are health and fitness community minded. So when I come on here, I speak the truth. And when I speak certain truths, I believe that has triggered the algorithm. Like one of which I posted a video of Lizzo twerking at an NBA game in a G-string. And she was being applauded as how brave she is. Well, as the father of 2 daughters, I don't find it brave that any woman, I don't care who it is walking around in a G-string, like in the middle of an NBA game, dropping her ass for my 4 and 5-year-old daughters to see. I also don't think it's very hygienic for her then to go and sit down in her G-string in a common spectator seat that some poor schlub has to go and spray the Windex on and clean later on in the game. And I made a video about that. And I got a flag from YouTube for that video. I said nothing bad. I used no curse words. I was not disparaging, but I was flagged for having that personal stance, which blows my mind. Like, how is that a bad thing for someone like me or anyone to say? Like, what's going on? And the concept was, what's going on in society when a young lady is going to show her butt crack and flaunt it around at a basketball game, which is watched by children? This is a sporting event watched by children and families. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a dude schlong. I don't want to see ladies' lady parts. When I'm watching a sporting event, I just want to watch the dang game. And she was applauded by all these weirdos on social media as how brave she is. That's not brave. Simply what she was doing is she was surfing for clicks. She was simply trying to trip the algorithm, which she did, to go viral, which she did, to gain more clicks, more followers, more users. The P.T. Barnum strategy of just staying relevant in the news headlines as she had her music coming out. So it was a marketing scheme. But I got flagged and shadow banned for saying that, which is crazy. So we can battle back against that, my friends, if you guys just engage with the channel a little bit more, click on the videos when they pop up, give the thumbs up when you have the opportunity to do so. And I do suggest you guys click the notification buttons so you do know when I put out videos like this, which, man, I do my best to provide value. I really do try and work hard to come on here almost every single day and put out free content. You don't have to pay for any of this stuff. Right? You don't have to do anything except just get on your treadmill, go for a drive, do whatever you're doing. And I just want to help you guys. Dan Kuda, what's up? Dan Kudes is a Dolce Diet certified coach. What's up, Dan Kudes? Crushing the game, my brother. So proud of you. Killing it. Mr. Russell Harding, a Dolce Diet certified coach. We have some of our Dolce Diet certified coaches in here. What's up, Dan? Good to see you. But Binford says, Coach, F you. I drive for FedEx, so I'm in the truck all day with no time to eat. I live on nuts and hard-boiled eggs. I know my calories aren't enough. Tips. Binford, why can't you eat? Honestly, if you can eat nuts and hard-boiled eggs, why can't you eat chopped chicken and rice and asparagus? Why can't you make a chili and bring that in a little Tupperware like I do? I'm on the road all day long too. Like at a red light, I'll pull out my little Tupperware and I'll just scoop some in my mouth. I'll drive to the next red light. I'll scoop more in my mouth. Why can't you do that? Of course you can, my friend. I'm going to call you on your BS right now. Of course you can. I know you can. So let's start making those changes. There is no can't. You just have not yet. E-Bros, what's up, E-Bros? Good to see you. Dan Kudas, I got a couple stories for you, my man, about what you have taught me. I'm going to DM you. Brother, I appreciate that. Dan Kudas, DDC, man, I appreciate you. I can't wait to hear it too, my brother. Super proud of you. Killing it, my man. Wow, there's a lot of questions here, actually. Holy cow. Let me see what I can do. Boom, boom, zoom through. Just fine. Just how good is the UFC Performance Institute? I think they're excellent. They're excellent. I will say that they're overworked. They're understaffed and they're overworked. They have nearly 600 athletes on the roster at the UFC, which is just a horrific ratio of clients to practitioners. But at the same time, Dr. Duncan French, Bo Sandoval, Clint, the dietitian, Heather Linden, Forrest Griffin. I think they're doing amazing work. Chef Mario, Charles Hole, who was on the podcast recently. I had Bo Sandoval on the podcast recently, trying to get Duncan French on the podcast soon. They're doing amazing work. Double M, your thoughts on supplementing with salt, pills for cramping and performance? Your thought, Mike? Well, you can, but why not just add salt to your food? Like if we're actually having to mediate damage, we should probably pre-think our nutrition intake so we don't run into the point that we have that damage. Short term, sure, okay, that's fine. Long term, though, I really want you to up your nutrition. Ebra sent an email yesterday for the masterclass. Should I send another one today? No, you're good to go. Don't worry about it. Helton says, hey, Dolce, what activity can you recommend to drop belly fat? I'm very big and I'm starting from zero. You can actively start focusing on your nutrition. Honestly, if you want to drop belly fat, you should go to the DolceDiet.com and start our 12-week personalized fat loss program. The 12-week Living Lean bundle is ideal for you. It is the GPS to your new body. It is not uncommon to lose 40 pounds in that 12-week period of time. Go to thedolcediet.com, use my burn fat promo code and save 20% and start. Every meal, every recipe, every ingredient is personalized to you. Every workout, every set, every rep with video tutorials is available for you on your mobile phone, on your laptop, on your tablet. Everywhere you go, you have it. You have your grocery list. You have a leaderboard so you can see where you rank. You have your training journal so you can always keep track of how well you're doing in the process. You will receive an invite to join our exclusive Facebook group reserved only for members of the online community as an additional layer of support where you join members of the global community plus myself and our team of dietitians inside answering questions. Go to thedolcediet.com to get started. Let us get you to where you deserve to be. It's time. It's time. Like, get started now. Now is the time. You must start now. If not now, then when? Truly. You've been carrying this around for years. You've been saying you're going to start for years. You've been starting and stopping and starting and stopping, but overall regressing for years. Now is the time to change your life. Allow me and our team to help you. We've proven it. 100% success ratio for over 20 years working with the world's greatest athletes. The system works. There's no doubt our system works better than any other system. So just get started. Let us walk you through the process. Let me stand with you step by step along the way. We are here for you every step along the way. Go to thedolcediet.com, click the 12-week program, type in the burn fat promo code and save an additional 20% and get started. I'm with you. Let's do this. Let's do this. Man, I want you to feel how good it feels to be in your best body. Mike said, F you, Dolce. Hey, I know you've probably answered this a million times, but do you recommend cutting to as lean as you want and then building muscle, or is it better to recomp with a slight deficit? Both work. Let me take a sip of this now. This, by the way, this is what we call the Dolce. This is oat milk, unsweetened, unflavored oat milk with a triple shot of espresso and cacao powder. This is a hot chocolate, we call it here. And it's heaven on a cold northeastern day. So to answer, you can actually do both. Now, this is a great question again, and this kind of tags on Helton's question and my answer. So we've built our online platform, the 12-week program, to do exactly what you just said. You can either start with our 3 weeks to shredded program, dramatically drop weight, lose 21 pounds in 21 days. That is our expectation with the online platform. It's going to be relative to your ability to lose weight, how much weight you actually have to lose, but proportionately. 3 weeks to shredded was designed to lose 21 pounds in 21 days. You can choose to start with 3 weeks to shredded, dramatically drop weight, and then transition into our 8-week Living Lean program. The Living Lean program is a body recomposition program where the calories stay more static. There's not a great reduction, highs and lows, like the concurrent calorie and carb cycle as we have in 3 weeks to shredded. We're not trying to lose 21 pounds in 21 days on Living Lean. We're trying to gain 1 pound of muscle and lose 1 pound of fat. And typically when we do that, we wind up looking for like a 1-to-4 ratio, gaining 1 pound of muscle, losing 4 pounds of fat. Kind of that's the hope, the goal. This is a recomposition program. Many of our users, they run concurrent versions of 3 weeks to shredded and living lean. They'll go 4 weeks of our 3 weeks to shredded program because there is a transition week built in, 8 weeks of living lean, and then they'll go right back to 4 weeks of 3 weeks to shredded, 8 more weeks of living lean. So many of our users now live the calendar either on 3 weeks to shredded or living lean and continue to dramatically change their body. What's great is inside our online platform, we have over 200 additional recipes that after maybe your second time through, your third time through, you can now start plugging and playing certain recipes to start changing things up, because now you have the knowledge, the understanding, the accountability, the habits intact that you can really start to live lean. And that's why we call it living lean. You can actually live your life as if you're not following a program at all. But at the same time, the online platform gives you all the structure. We say it just becomes the guardrails for you. The guardrails to make sure you are on that path going in the trajectory that you want to go. So again, go to thedolcediet.com, pick the 12-week program, type in burn fat, save that 20% and get going. And you will be enrolled also into our Facebook group, which is awesome. I'm on there all the time. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to jump over to our Facebook group and answer everyone's questions and just engage. And I love our Facebook group, because it's a global community of like-minded individuals all walking the same path together. People are bragging about what they're doing. They're giving some like tips and hacks on how they prep their meals or they fit in their workouts, and they got their kids in their crazy job. They're supporting each other, challenging each other. It's an amazing and positive community, and that's all that's allowed. Elijah says, hey, Dolce, I'm a college student living in a dorm. What's a good snack to binge eat while I study and not be too crazy high in calories? Well, an apple is a good way to go. Get some fresh fruit, get some sunflower seeds, get a little bit of mixed nuts. That works extremely well. We like to pair simple sugars from fresh fruit and essential fats from nuts and seeds. That makes a great study tool also, because you get the simple sugars, it keeps the brain functioning, and also the fats from the nuts and the seeds keeps our appetite low, so we're less prone to binge. Zach C, my brother, what's up, Zach? Good to see you. John Spence, my man, during 3 weeks to shredded, is it better to complete high rep sets at a lower weight that you can complete the set, or weights closer to percentage of RM? 1 RM. During 3 weeks shred, is it better to complete high rep sets, 100 reps at 50 reps at 1 RM at a lower weight than you complete? Honestly, John, it really depends. Having trouble completing the high rep sets, have to pause rest because wrists tire out. Well, John, that right there tells me that that's an area that we need to focus on and improve. So I would actually lower the weight even more to just the bar or body weight only to get those 100 reps. And then slowly start to scale, add just a tiny little bit and get 100, and then a little bit more and get 100, and then a little bit more and get 100, until the weights you are using for those 100 reps become substantial. You can also, and you should also, because this is a 3-week program, John, right? 3 weeks to shred it. I would really focus on those 100 reps for you, or those 50 reps on other exercises for your specific program. And then I would look to transition into the living lean plan of something that's a little more aggressive weight-wise. But I don't want you training to failure ever. Technical breakdown, we discussed. Training till technical breakdown, which reserves which eliminates the probability of injury and allows us to train smart and safely and show up the next day. John, keep it up, brother. I'm super proud of you, man. Omar, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Sheemer, what's up, Uncle Mike? Just finished your previous live stream playback. Sent my email to blueprint@thedolcediet.com. Can't wait to get more involved. Hell yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm super pumped for that. And guys and gals, if you're new to this, we are going to be hosting a fat loss masterclass. If you want to be a part of it, send me an email. Blueprint@thedolcediet.com. But very importantly, in the subject line, say, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight in the subject line so I know what you're signing up for. That is for the master class of fat loss, the fat loss masterclass. Say, I want to lose weight in the subject line. The email is blueprint@thedolcediet.com, and I will personally add you to the pre-registration list, which will guarantee your spot inside the fat loss masterclass. We'll tell you the date and time here very soon. Shane, boom, just signed up for the masterclass. Right on, right on. D-Lee got that Living Lean Cookbook Volume 2. Great recipes. Heck yeah. If anybody's interested, by the way, how about this? Did you know? There we go. Dolce Coffee Roasters. Ooh, 100% certified organic craft roasted specialty coffee beans. Check out DolceCoffeeRoasters.com if you are interested. Free shipping on the 3-bag bundle, by the way. Change your life. I can't say enough about how amazing these coffee beans are, by the way. Got the Living Lean book. Cool. Mr. Russ, Coach, how do you deal with the days when you feel off or out of it when cutting weight? Or is that just a normal thing and just let it pass? Russ, that is a great question. I would lie. I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't feel like that more often than not. Honestly, rarely do I say, hey, you know what? Maybe I really want to go to the gym and suffer under a 400-pound barbell and then do walking lunges with 80 pounds of chains around my neck and another 50 pounds of kettlebells in each hand and walk until I damn near collapse. And then I'm going to run a series of shuffle steps and bounding in between to the point that I might throw up. Like, that's just a workout. That's actually the workout I have later on today. At no point in my day do I feel like this is awesome. I'm just being real with you. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I got to like mentally, like, man, maybe I should take my kids to the park. Like, well, maybe I should go. I should fix that. The faucet that's just kind of like slightly like wiggly in my kid's bathroom. Maybe I should prioritize that instead and be a good dad. Maybe I should finish the lighting. I got to run all the tests on the lighting here, and I got to do the microphone tests over on the gym training floor. Maybe I should do that now instead of pushing that off till tomorrow. Real talk. In my mind, guys, I make 100 excuses as to why I shouldn't do the things I have to do. And as I'm making the excuses, at no point do I accept any of those excuses as final, because I can't stop them from coming in. They come in and then they leave. They come in and they leave. But at 3:00, you better believe my ass is going to be in my Jeep and I'm going to be driving to the gym. And at 3:15, you better believe I'm going to be pulling on the gym door and walking inside, putting on my hood, putting in my earbuds, like putting on my stupid mask, and going to hit my warm-up and making my way through. Now, these thoughts are common. Just so you guys know, these thoughts are common. Every one of us. I've trained with the best athletes in the world. And more often than not, they drag their feet going to their training sessions. George St. Pierre famously discusses wishing the Montreal Bell Center would explode and catch on fire and the ceiling would collapse, just so he didn't have to go and fight to defend his world title. But he got in the car and he drove to the Bell Center and he walked inside and he went into the locker room and he put on his gear and he did his warm-up and he made the walk when his music came on and he stepped in the octagon and defended his world title. He did. So that being said, Russ and everybody listening, we all have those same thoughts, those same feelings of fear, of anxiety, of insecurity. It's real of I feel so bad, I feel so sore, I feel so tired. I worked hard enough today, I worked hard enough this week, I should do something else instead, my time's better spent somewhere else. We all have that same nonsense record playing over and over and over in our head. But guys and girls, if you get nothing from this broadcast, please take this away. The most important thing is actions. Actions equal outcomes. That's it. If you do not get up and move forward, you will never get up and move forward. Your life will not move forward. Your goals will not move forward. You will simply sit there and slowly waste away. Your dreams will get farther and farther away. So each and every day, you must put your feet on the floor, stand up, and walk out the door. That's the reality of it, Russ. That's the cold, hard truth of it. And that's why successful people are so rare, because it's the successful person who is willing to flip that switch and to stand up and walk out the door in spite of the excuses, in spite of the fear, in spite of the anxiety that we all face. I face it every day. I'm telling you the truth. I can't be more honest with you. Every day I face it, for real. But I don't let it stop me. And that's the difference. I don't let it stop me. The whole way through, I move forward. And that's where success happens. Success doesn't happen in the attainment of the goal. Success happens in the journey. So for you guys here, I love you guys. Like I want you guys to be so successful in your life. Like I want you to achieve every single thing that you can think of. Every opportunity lays ahead of you, but you have to stand up and march forward towards it, especially when your soul is screaming not to. When you have every excuse in the book as to why you shouldn't. Those are the times that you must move forward, because then you're moving the chains down the field. Only then are you inching towards success. If it's easy, it's not worthwhile. If it's easy, it's not moving things forward. The times of struggle are the times of great creation, right? So in these times, in these moments, Russ, we must dig deep. I must dig deep and stand up and walk forward and get it and get after it and earn it and take it. Like that's just the way it has to be. That's the way it has to be. And there's a beauty in that. There's a satisfaction in that. There's a gratification in that. There is a confidence that comes with that that cannot be purchased, right? Those of us who work our asses off to earn and achieve our goals are a very rare breed. We are a different type of person. We are not the silver spoon children out there who just get their life handed to them. Those are very challenged humans as time goes on. Very poorly adjusted people. Those people typically have very bleak outlooks on the totality of their life, their happiness, and their ability to attain goals moving forward. Those of us who work to achieve success, especially when we're fighting ourselves to do it. Now, it doesn't mean if you were born rich or well-to-do or in an affluent household that you can't be successful. No, it just means you also, just like everyone else, you have to dig deep and pull out your potential. And that will happen on the days that it is cold and wet and rainy and snowy. The days that we are sore, we are tired, we are scared, we are lonely, we are depressed. those are the days that we will have our greatest success. But the beautiful, sunny, shiny, happy days when you wake up and you feel great and you go through your workout, well, that's awesome. I'll take those days for sure. But those aren't the days I'm necessarily getting better, that I'm not improving myself, improving my life. I'm not very challenged at that time. So Russ, I know, Russ, you're down over 40 pounds right now. Of course, I've been following your journey. Russ is a member of our online platform at thedolcediet.com. Russ has lost, I think, over 50 pounds at this point, absolutely crushing his goals. And he's still moving forward, which makes me so happy and so proud. He's still moving forward in this. He's still moving forward. He's still setting goals. He's still making changes, and he's still asking the right questions, which is phenomenal, brother. I'm proud of you. I know you're going to do it because you've already been doing it. And oftentimes, this is another thing to consider. We achieve levels of success in life. And as we achieve those levels of success, we stop setting new goals, which stops our momentum. And once our momentum stops, we regress. So no matter how much you achieve, you must still set goals. I worked with a fighter, and I'll tell you the fighter in story. Dave B in the house. What's up, Dave B? Dave B, I saw your post about the timestamps. Thank you. If you do the timestamps, Dave B, I appreciate that. What I found out, we do the timestamps, and the timestamps actually will be picked up by the video and allow people to click. So Dave B, if you do the timestamp for this video, I greatly appreciate that. This is the legend, Dave B. If you want to do it, man, you don't have to. If you want to do it, bro, hop onto it. If you can start in the beginning, hop onto it and start timestamping, and I will throw that up there here real soon. Now, I wanted to add the story about a UFC fighter. I worked with a UFC fighter. I worked with a UFC fighter from the undercard all the way up until the point that he fought for the world title. He fought for the world title, and unfortunately, he didn't win. And it's not that he didn't win, but he didn't perform. He was on a tear, and he finally got to the UFC world title, and he just didn't perform. And after the fight, backstage, very emotional, at the hotel, the next day, over a meal, just just three of us there, the fighter, myself, and the head coach, and we were all close friends, just really on the journey together. And we said, hey, what happened in there? You weren't yourself. Was it the bright lights? Was it the spectacle, all the pressure? And he said, my whole career, my whole goal was to fight for the title. He said, but as I look back, I never readjusted my goals to win the title. So when he was just beginning as a boy, as an amateur, as an early pro, to eventually get into the UFC, it was man, I'm going to fight for the world title one day. I want to fight for the world title one day. I want to fight for the world title one day, which is a huge goal when you're an amateur, when you're a young pro, when you just get to the UFC. But he got there, and then he got to the part of the world title, and he never changed his goal setting process. He didn't update it in time to actually, I'm going to win the world title. I'm going to defend the world title. I'm going to retire as the greatest reigning athlete in this division of all time. He didn't reset his goal to do that. Now, I say that because this is important. As we go through life, we set goals. We attain these goals. But if we do not set new goals, will likely fail. What he had done, he had gone through this failure, this public failure to him. I mean, to the rest of us, it was an amazing achievement from where he had started to where he went. Financially, he just changed the course of his life and that of his family. It gave him a point of reflection on his life and his world that he decided not long after he had done all that he wanted to do inside the sport. And then he was able to then, because of that moment, reset his goals into a different area of his life. And I'm not going to give too much because it's a little more personal to him, where he was then able to use that loss, to use that moment, to use that experience to not recreate that moment again. And then he started setting goals and resetting goals and creating new goals. From that point forward, he's had greater success in life than he's had up until the point of fighting for a world title. So I say that just so you guys can think about your own goals. What are your goals? Have you achieved your goals? My goal is to lose 10 pounds. Bang, you lose 10 pounds. Then what? What's your next goal immediately? As soon as you achieve goal 1, what's goal 2? That's what I say to everyone. Hey, great job. You did it. What's next? And Russ, you understand because I've asked you that many times. What's next? Great job. Good for you. What's next? New goal must be set literally in that moment. What will the new goal be? And that's what I ask you guys right now. What is your goal? As you sit here, as you listen to this right now, what is your goal? What is your next goal? And let it be clear, specifically, and it must have a deadline. Today is January 15th. I'm going to put you guys in the hot seat right now. Let's say February, March, April 15th, my birthday. All right. Uncle Mike's birthday, April 15th, January to February to March to April, April 15th. What will you accomplish in the next 3 months? Today's January 15th, April 15th. What will you accomplish in the next 3 months? What I want you to do is I want you to leave your goal in the comments below this video. All right. In the comments below this video, in the next 3 months, I will what? What are your goals? 3 months from now, what are your goals? My birthday, give me a birthday present. What are your goals? April 15th, you will what? You will what? And it can be anything. What will you do? What will you weigh? What will you earn? Where will you go? Who will you be 3 months from today? Let's start there. Let's start there. Now, guys, if you want to be a part of our championship blueprint, simply send an email that says I'm in to blueprint@thedolcediet.com. If you want to be a part of our fat loss masterclass, send me an email that says I want to lose weight, again, to blueprint@thedolcediet.com. Be very clear. These are 2 separate groups. Your subject line matters. I'm in to be a part of the blueprint. I want to lose weight to be a part of the Fat Loss Masterclass. And anyone who wants to be a part of our upcoming DDC or Dolce Diet Certification and Fitness Conference to be on that pre-registration list, send the email to ddc@thedolcediet.com. Of course, you can save 20% right now with promo code BURNFAT at thedolcediet.com. Start our 12-week personalized weight loss program, the #1 rated online weight loss platform at thedolcediet.com. Promo code BURNFAT. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you being here. Again, bang, bang. If you would, give this video a thumbs up if you found any value in the time we spent together. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Click that little bell for notifications so you know when I go live. But leave comments below this video. What is your goal come April 15th? 3 months from today, I want to hear it, and you better believe I'm going to help you get there. Thank you guys for being a part of this live stream. Go back and check our back catalog. The Battle Tested series is insane. Go and watch those videos right now. Go click above on videos and look at the last week or so of videos that we've put out. Check out the Battle Tested series, our fat loss video I put out yesterday. There's a ton of great stuff there. I appreciate you guys. And until next time, boom.